Hello, hello, hello everybody, and welcome back to another stream today. Hello, hello, come on in, get comfy. It's Visual Novel Friday, everybody. We've got a great visual novel lined up for today. Hopefully we'll be able to finish it. I'm gonna give it a try, we'll see how it goes. Oh, but first, before I say anything else, let me just say hi. My name is Princess Evelyn, if you don't know who I am. I'm a streamer here on Twitch, and I post almost everything we do here on the channel. Almost all of it goes up to youtube.com/@princessevillanvods. EVILLAN is how you spell Evelyn, in case you didn't know. But yeah, there's lots of games on the VODs channel, so I highly recommend you go check those out if you're interested. And if you're watching this on the VODs channel in the future, hi, come join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/princessevillan. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you're looking for your time zone, you can check the schedule tab on the Twitch page, and it'll tell you your time zone for when streams start. So never miss a stream if you're on Twitch. You can follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff so that you can see more content that comes out on the VODs channel. And if you follow me on Twitch, you'll get updates and when I go live, so you can come and hang out with us on the Twitch channel. We have a lot of fun here on the Twitch channel too, so come join us for it. But yeah, so today we're back with Amnesia Memories, guys. If you remember what happened last time, let's see, what did happen last time? We went to the cabin, we looked around, we found some incriminating evidence of somebody who was dazed and walking around with blood on their hands, and we took pictures of everybody's shoes so we can identify the footprints in the forest, or at least help the police identify the footprints in the forest. Nothing happened on the second trip to the lodge, because the first trip is when we fell. The second trip, Sawa almost fell down the stairs. She claimed that somebody pushed her, but nobody was like around or up or doing anything. So it was kind of weird and kind of got swept under the rug. And so I suspected Sawa because of that and because she is close to us. But now I kind of think maybe it was Iki, because Shin was like, oh, if you mistook the person for me finding you at the bottom of the cliff, then you would need somebody who looks like me. And Iki is the only one who looks like Shin. But I don't know what motive he would have. I didn't really know what Sawa's motive was either in my original thought, but I don't know what Iki is. He doesn't have anything to do with us, so I don't know what his motive would be per se. So I don't know. We'll find out today though. I'm very excited to get to this game, if you can't tell. There we go. We have a file to load. We are on the 26th day, so yeah, I kind of want to know. I kind of want to load here. He asks us who we think did it. I want to see if he says anything about Iki. Yeah, but what would their motive be? You just need to think about it in simpler terms. Well, that doesn't help me. Okay, so that's not anything helpful. I thought he was going to be like, oh yeah, maybe. But no, he's just like, no, you're stupid. Which we probably are. Okay, this is our real load. So let's get into it. Good morning, says Orion. Always in her head, always talking. You haven't woken up in your own place in a while. Your apartment really is great. It's really relaxing. Well, I'm glad you think so. Although this isn't really the time to be relaxing. I wonder what could happen. Oh, doorbell. Is it Shin? Who is it? It is Shin. Morning, could you come with me? Sure. Wow, making demands with zero explanation, like always. But I just follow along with it. I'm here for the ride. Is it loud? Maybe I'll turn it down a little bit. I think it's a little loud. Lower just a tad. There we go. We're going to Toma's place, not his apartment. We're going to his parents' house. Oh, he actually explained it. It would be suspicious if I went alone, so we'll say all three of us are going to hang out. Just follow along. Got it. At least he gave us some kind of heads up. I'll be right there. Wait, this is Toma's house? It's really close. Yeah, we live in like the same neighborhood that we grew up in, which is kind of wild. At least for me, I moved around a lot as a kid, so growing up in the place or living in the place that you grew up is kind of wild to me. I don't even live in the same places that I grew up. It's only 2 buildings away from Shin's place. Your parents' house is only 3 buildings away too. No wonder you all became friends. Yeah, kids around the same age in the local area. In a good neighborhood. Hello, who is it? It's Shin. It's nice to see you. Wait, Shin? And could this girl be Evelyn? This really takes me back. I see you're still getting along with Toma. Did you come for a visit? Toma was just here a minute ago, but he took the car somewhere. Huh? He was here today? Wait, really? Then I guess we dismissed him. I see. All 3 of us were supposed to go drive somewhere today. Wow, what a lie. Oh, he was going with you? He could have at least told me about this. He's probably embarrassed to talk about hanging out with childhood friends. I'm sure you could tease him when he gets back. I'll do just that. You two take care. Bye, Toma's mom. She's been wonderful. Thank you. We'll get going. MVP of the whole freaking visual novel, Toma's mom. Why would he lie like that? He'll be found out as soon as Toma gets home. We do have the power of the internet on our fingertips. We could just text him and be like, hey, we went over to your house, but you weren't there. We could just say that. I don't know why we're trying to get to Toma. Why do you look so worried? Don't worry. As soon as Toma hears about this, he'll just make up something to go along. I think. So you're not sure. Anyway, the only thing I wanted to do was check whether or not he borrowed the car, so it's fine if they have doubts. So he did come to borrow it. Confirmed my suspicions. Was it Toma? By confirming, does he mean what we just heard? Is that really all? Was it Toma? How can Toma borrowing a car confirm anything? Where did Toma go? Where would you like to go? I'll go with you wherever you want to go today. I won't complain. I think I'm gonna end up making you feel really awful tomorrow. I want to make up for it now. You should have fun today at least. Where do you want to go? We go see a movie, we should study together. I want to go to a fancy cafe. I kind of do want to go to a fancy cafe. I don't want to go see a movie because then we won't have the chance to talk to each other. Studying he does all the time anyways. I want to go to a fancy cafe. That's something that makes Shin uncomfortable. I know. A man doesn't go back on his word. Well said. Alright, let's have him come along. Alright, let's go to a cafe. I don't really mind going, but what would I do? Should I pick things that would go well on you? Should I suggest things you might like? Oh, looks like he really does intend to go along with it. We're going to a cafe, right? What did it say? It's a cafe, right? Why are we acting like we're putting on clothes? I thought he just crossed his arms and watched from the sidelines with a sour face. How do you watch from the sidelines in a cafe? Hey, your memories aren't back yet, right? So why do you say the same things? Humans are really strange. Before, whenever I asked you where you wanted to go, you always said the zoo or the aquarium or a theme park. Those are all great date places. Those are wonderful. You always chose places that made me have to question your taste. Like, why would you go to places full of little kids? You realize just how much trouble that's caused me? I didn't know. Well, yeah, of course you didn't know, Orion. I didn't know. But that must just have been your way of just teasing Shin, right? There's too many justs in this sentence. But that might just have been your way of just teasing Shin, right? If you're in a zoo or someplace full of little kids, he couldn't suddenly kiss you or anything like that. Anyway, I made a promise today, so I'll go along with you. Oh, I think we're just going shopping. Although you wouldn't really need me to help choose. It wouldn't matter if you got a stuffed toy or a hair accessory. You'd look good with any of them. But that makes me realize I've never actually tried buying a gift for you. It might be nice if I had something that I bought for you. Aww, yeah. Even when I'm sitting in my room, I can feel like I've got you all to myself. Aww. It's a little toxic, but okay. I know, you should pick something that you can keep at your place for a long time. Something I'll keep at my place for a long time? Like a cup? I would get a mug or something and be like, look, I'll think of you every time I have tea, which is like all the time. Doing all those things today sure did make the time fly by. Is the day about over? Hey, why don't you spend the night? I refuse. I don't. Fuck you, Orion. I don't have any ulterior motives. No, Evelyn, don't let him fool you. Fuck you, Orion. What's that look? Yeah, I've got a little thing in my head. No, I've got a voice in my head that won't leave me the fuck alone. Well, I already know. I'm the one who casts doubt on himself. It's not like that tonight. I start to get really anxious when I'm alone. Anyway, I intend to meet up with him tomorrow and we'll talk about everything. Is it Toma? To be perfectly honest, I have no idea how he'll respond to all this. I've done what I can to solidify the case against him, but that's not a defense. Oops. I just wanted to lay a strong foundation so he couldn't talk his way out of it. On the off chance he's prepared to use force, I don't know what could happen. I doubt it would be on the level of just a punch. There was the incident at the lodge, after all. There's a good chance it was just an accident, but we can't be certain. If he really tried to eliminate Sawa because she interfered with him destroying evidence, then he's probably prepared to go all the way. Are you talking about Toma? If I decide to expose the truth, he would probably resist. I just hope his resistance doesn't cross over the line into physical confrontation, but if so... Is he saying Toma might try to silence Shin? But Kent and Ukyo have the evidence that was found at the lodge too. There wouldn't be a point in just silencing Shin, right? He hasn't given up yet. That's why you took the car today, to go and destroy the evidence. But I think the truth has to come out. This is for your sake, and also for his sake. That's why I'm going to expose everything. I need to put my emotions aside, regardless of how you or he might react to facing the truth. I need to find that determination. That's why I want you nearby tonight. I'll tell my mom about you staying over, and I'll sleep on the couch. I swear I won't do anything to you. I just want to know that you're my ally in this. Please stay here tonight. Yes! No, it's a promise, okay? Yeah, keep your promises. I can see where he's coming from with wanting to have us close by while he's preparing to do something that is probably going to be very bad for multiple people. Is he saying that Toma did it? But why would Toma do it? Why would Toma do it? I guess you can't help it tonight. He's going this far to explain, and it sounds like he's really serious about this. And besides, on the off chance he does do something, you can give him a swift kick and ask Toma to defend your honor. More importantly, you might need some determination for tomorrow, too. I want to remember it. I want to remember what we forgot. I want to remember who was there at the scene. Who is the mastermind? Can you remember that memory? Are you afraid to remember it? Or do you want to remember? I want to remember. I want to know. I'm so involved. I'm so invested. So invested. August 27th. Alright then. Yeah, after work. You know the crossing after you leave the cafe and turn the corner? Under the highway? Yeah, there. Minimudder Bridge. Very, very classic. Let's meet there. Oh, hold on a sec. Are you up? I'm gonna leave the room, so just wait a sec before you start changing. Sorry, it's nothing. Anyway, is that okay with you? Alright, see you after work. Good morning. Hi, Arian. Seems like Shin was setting up some sort of meeting. I guess we're going to settle this after work. Were you listening? Today after work, head over with Toma to the crossing by the cafe. He knows the place I'm talking about. I doubt anything will happen, but be careful just in case. Anyway, I'll go outside to get dressed. What were you even doing in here in the first place? I mean, I guess this is your room, but... Yeah, I guess I can't blame him. But it seems really harsh to have to say something like, be careful about Toma.
きっと今誰より辛いのはシンだね。
I'm sure Shin is the one suffering most right now out of everyone. Hey, Defo Human. Are you definitely a human? If you are, welcome to the stream. No bots in my chat. Hey, good morning. Did you happen to stay over at Shin's last night? Mm-hmm. I thought I heard your voice over the phone this morning. 80% of the time, I'll take that. We're 80% water, so that makes sense. I dropped by your place on the way here, but nobody was home. So was I right? Why did you drop by? Yeah, we were with Shin. Even without your memories, you still choose Shin. ... Let's get to work. Yeah, let's get to work. I don't have anything to say to you, Toma. Not about that.
ああ、仕事終わっちゃったね。シンとの待ち合わせ場所行かなきゃ。
Ah, work's all done. You have to go to the meeting place. Oh man, here it is. I'm so nervous. We should go, Evelyn. Shin asked me to walk over with you. I'm so nervous. 30 minutes later. You know, you were waiting for me the other day, too. What happened with prep school? You're lying about class being canceled, right? I can make up for all that exam studying later. Right now, I can't concentrate because I want to settle this. It'll be really funny if you fail your exams because of this. I'm not going to give you anything to laugh about. So let's settle this. It was Toma? It really wasn't you? You're so close to me, though. I figured we could trust you. Childhood friends. Man, now I feel really bad for saying that it was that one girl the whole time. Mine. I was so mean to her. Alright, where should we begin? Evelyn, come over here. Hi. On that day, you were the one who hurt her when she was collapsed at the bottom of the cliff, right? Let me ask you one thing. Why do you think that? Process of elimination, among other things. The first thing that bothered me was what you said when she was discharged from the hospital. He knew we got out of the hospital. Wait, Shin, she just got out of the hospital yesterday. Why'd you bring her all the way over here? Evelyn, you look kind of pale. Is your head hurting? You asked, is your head hurting? Remember that? I don't remember. Did I? What would be so strange about that? It's true she hit her head, but at first glance the wounds on her neck were the worst. She was bleeding pretty bad, and they even said at the hospital that those wounds could have been fatal. That's true. He was the only one that mentioned about her head. The people at the scene saw that too. After she was discharged, everyone noticed the bandages around her neck first. Yeah. So why would you be suddenly so concerned about her head, Toma? How do you know we'd been bluntly hit? Because I heard her neck wasn't feeling as painful. I figured a blunt hit would cause more lasting pain. Okay, I see. Let's leave it at that. Also, about her memories. She never said a word about regaining consciousness at the bottom of the cliff before losing her memories. She probably realized I couldn't have gone to find her, knowing what happened, so she dismissed the memory as nothing. I did. Yet it was among the first things she remembered after she lost her memories, and lost all the preconceptions she had. And she spoke about it directly and openly, that I had gone and found her. They kinda look alike, I suppose. Not really. But I didn't go. That means someone she would have mistaken for me went and found her. She just mistook that person as me. Well, let me ask you this. Is there really no possibility at all that you went and found her yourself? None. It's impossible. If I had gone and done something to her, I'd have had blood on my clothes. That blood pattern, there was blood all over the place. It's not like she had merely been pushed. That person probably tried to pick her up while she was covered in blood and tried to carry her on their back. Oh. They probably put their hands on the wounds on her neck to stop the bleeding. That's the most likely reaction. But if they did all that, it wouldn't have just been it wouldn't have been their hands that got bloody. They could wash their hands, but not their clothes. And what would happen if they showed up back at the lodge looking like that? It would have been painfully obvious that they had touched her. But I don't fit that bill either. Everyone knows I didn't find her, and I came back to the lodge. It's true, but you did have a chance to go change clothes because no one was watching you because you and Sawa ran out together. But by the time you returned, she had been brought back already, and everybody was in a complete panic. If you immediately rushed over to her and held her right away, your clothes would be bloodied instantly. Nobody would notice or care what you looked like a second before. I see. At the very least, we know it wasn't you then. But it still doesn't mean it was me. The shoe prints. If they're taken to the police, they can do a comparison. I doubt it. The person in question probably already disposed of those shoes. That's what I thought too. That's very suspicious of you to say. You do know that I took pictures of them before they were thrown away, right? I guess, but there's no guarantee that it would serve as sufficient proof. Then one more thing. There were two reasons we went back to the lodge. The first was to help bring back her memories. The second was to see the culprit go and search for evidence. That's true. They found evidence in the woods away from where we had been injured. So that's pretty suspicious. If brought back to the scene of the crime, I figured they would go around and check if any evidence remained. But the people who found evidence were me and Sawa. You don't know who was in charge of that search. I do know. I had Sawa record your conversation the whole time! Oh! Busted! Wow, so you'd actually go that far? Sawa helped us out a lot. I'm sorry, Sawa. I'm sorry I suspected you. The reason Sawa argued with you when you tried to go dispose of evidence that night was because I had her keeping watch. If I was awake in the room with you, you would have been too cautious to try and leave. That's why I asked her. I asked her to wait for a while, and if anyone tried to leave their rooms, to call out to them. That's why she was up late. So that's why Sawa was up so late, in the same clothes she'd worn earlier that day. I never thought something like that would happen, though. I feel terrible for asking her. Hey, and was that really an accident? Are you sure you didn't shove Sawa down those stairs? Toma. Shin's with us. The amount of times that I've predicted voice lines for this game is, or not voice lines, but just text in general, like, is hilarious. This is such a twist. I never thought about this. There is a lot of evidence against him. But like I said, I thought we could trust him. Oh, I felt like we could trust him, and now I feel so betrayed. Toma! What the heck? Toma, what do you have to say for yourself? It was an accident. Was it really Toma? So he was found trying to dispose of the evidence by Sawa? I was just worried about you and I didn't pay any attention to Sawa's room. I saw that you'd finally fallen asleep, but the moment I left the room, she called out to me. I panicked and ended up elbowing her. I don't even think I even hit her that hard, though. Sawa was probably startled. She lost her footing and fell down the stairs. I was honestly shocked when that happened. I didn't intend for that to happen at all. I think so too. Even though you hurt her, you panicked and left evidence everywhere. Now that I think about it, I doubt you'd ever be so cold-blooded to try and cover that up. I wanted to come forward and apologize, but I didn't want her to know what I was trying to do. Now I can finally apologize to Sawa. Thanks for figuring out it was me, Shin. And what about when you hurt Evelyn? Why'd you do it? That was an accident too. I tried to pick her up, but my hand slipped. That's a lie, yeah. I'm serious. The reason I didn't admit it was because I lost my chance. By the time I made up my mind to admit everything and return to the lodge, it was already declared an accident. When she regained consciousness in the ambulance, she looked at me and smiled and said thank you. I couldn't say anything. If I brought it up again and came forward, it would just hurt her. I made up my mind to carry the burden of this crime to my grave. But you didn't. Shin was being accosted by the police and you did shit. You didn't do anything. You could have admitted it then and it still would have been an accident. You probably wouldn't have gone to jail because I wasn't pressing charges. But you could have cleared Shin's name. This could have been done weeks ago. A month ago. Oh, I'm so mad at Toma. Of course, when the suspicion was cast on you, Shin, I thought about coming forward multiple times. Many times.
必ず疑いを晴れるはずだって信じてた。お前は間違いなく無実だ。
But I firmly believed that the suspicion would be cleared. You were completely innocent after all. Whatever.
万が一逮捕されるようならすぐ名乗り出るつもりだ。
Just so you know, if you did happen to be arrested and charged for it, I would have talked right away. Who's pressing charges?
お前俺が取り調べられて何度も警察に抗議してた。
I don't doubt that. Oh my god, music, can you calm down? While I was held for questioning, you came to protest to the police many
うち
times.
の母親をけしかけて嘆願書を送らせたりもしてた。
You even helped my mom in writing up a petition.
俺を身代わりにするつもりなんかなかった。だ俺が知っている。
I know better than anyone that you never intended to have me pay for your crimes.
お前はただ事故だってことで穏便に済ませたかっただけなんだ。
All you wanted was for this to be passed off as an accident. You didn't want anyone to be blamed.
違うだろう。お前一瞬かもしれない悪意があったのだ。
But that's wrong. Even if it was for just a moment, you had malicious intent.
それはなかったことにはできない。
You can't just pretend that didn't happen.
だとし犯行はともかく動機を証明する手だて
I can. Shane, you might have evidence of the crime, but not the
ない。
motive.
事故だったっていいか隠そうとしたのは悪かった。害があって傷つけたわけじゃない。
I'm always going to say it was an accident. I'm sorry for trying to hide it, but I didn't hurt her out of
俺
malice.
がこいつを傷つける理由なんて
There's no reason at all why I would want to hurt her, except that we chose Shin over you.
ある。
There is. You're jealous. Is that it?
な、思い出せ。あの時何があった？
Evelyn, remember what happened back then?
お前は何を言ったんだ？その結果、何が起こった？
What did you say? And what happened because of it? Think back.
お前が二人して見たくないものには見ないふりするのか？それでいいのか？
Do you really intend to just turn a blind eye to something you don't want to see? Is that really okay?
それじゃ前に進めないだろう。そんなに今の関係が大事か？壊したくないのか？
You won't be able to move on. Is your relationship right now so important? You can't destroy that?
思い出せ。
Remember. Shin. Back then, what I saw was... What was it?
ここにいたんだ。
Evelyn, there you are.
大丈夫。起き上がれるか？
Are you okay? Can you stand up? Shin, you came for me. Oh. But it wasn't Shin, it was Toma. He must have been mad. No.
やっぱり思い出せないんだね。
So you really can't remember anything.
なのか？
It's no good.
くそ、なんでだよ。
Damn it, why?
そんなに今の関係が大事かって聞いたね。シン
You asked before if our current relationship was that important, right?
大事だよ。俺にとっては何より大事なものだ。俺がこいつを傷つけるわけないよ。
It is important. To me, it's more important than anything else. There's no way I would hurt her.
お前は嘘つきだ。
You're a liar.
お前もだ。
You too.
自首するよ。ただし、事故としてこれ以上反論はないよ。
I'm not going to fight anymore. We'll just leave this as an accident. No further arguments, okay? No, we have to remember it. Come on.
これでおしまいなの？本当のこと言わないまま。
No way. Is this the end of it without the truth of what really happened?
お前とはもう会うこともないんだよな。
Shin, I probably won't be seeing you much anymore.
どこへでも行っちまえ。そんなのバカ。
Just go wherever you want, you damn idiot.
なんで思い出せないんだよ。お前。
Why can't you remember any of
お前
this?
もトーマと同じなのか。見ないふりして済ませた。
No, I want to remember! Are you the same as Toma? Just looking the other way, pretending nothing
も
happened?
しお前が本気でそれを望んでるなら、俺のしたこと無駄だったってことだよ。
If that's what you truly wanted all along, I guess that means what I did was unnecessary.
ものを掘り返して、お前とトーマの関係に火を入れただけだ。
I dug up something that you had put in the past for a reason, and I damaged your relationship with Toma.
俺はそんなことがしたかったわけじゃない。
This isn't what I wanted to accomplish by doing all of that. Oh, Shin. Come on, we have to remember.
トーマはどうなるのかな。事故だってことなら大した罪にはならないよね。
I wonder what will happen to Toma. If this was just an accident, he probably wouldn't have to pay for any
事故
crime.
だっていうのはきっと嘘なんだろうけど、君もそう思ったよね。
But I'm almost certain that calling it an accident is a lie. Don't you think so too? Yes!
でも君は結局あの記憶を取り戻せないままなんだね。
But in the end, you weren't able to reclaim that memory. Is this what all of our choices were for regaining this one specific memory?
シンの言う通り、君の深層心理はトーマの本心を知りたくないって思ってるのかな。
Just like Shin said, your subconscious probably doesn't want to know what Toma's true feelings are.
まあ、あんまり心配しないで。時間がかかるかもしれないけど、他の記憶は少しずつ戻っていくよ。
Anyway, don't worry about it too much. It will take some time, but your other memories will come back
ほ
gradually.
ら、大学が始まればまた新しい刺激もあるだろうし、僕とはのんびり付き合うってことで。
Once school starts up again, you'll have a lot more to help your memories along. Let's just relax and take our time.
もうしばらくよろしくね。
I'll still be around for a while. Oh, joy. Yay, Orion. Is this it? 3 weeks later. Oh no. Did we get a bad end?
と釈放されてたんだってな。
I heard that Toma was released. Huh? Oh, yeah.
ああ、お前はもう知ってたのか。そうだ。
Yeah, I figured you'd probably already know. You're still in contact with him after all. That's true, but we have to work together too. Yeah, once in a while. And we work at the same place too. Sure, once in a while. Shin, I'm serious. More importantly, let's continue studying. We don't have much time left. Shin? Oh.
お前さ、まだ記憶全部戻ってないんだよ。
Some of your memories still haven't returned, right? Yeah. But I've remembered enough to get by in life without issues.
それでも全部思い出せないってのは、やっぱりトーマのことが引っかかってるからじゃなくて。
But still, don't you think the reason you can't remember everything is because of something related to Toma? That's, I don't know.
あのさ、いろいろ考えたんだ。
No!
Yes!
No! He's breaking up with me!
Oh.
Yeah! This is a no-no thing! No, 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 no,
Hello,
no,
Defo
no!
Human.
Defo Human I don't think is in chat anymore. If he is, hi Defo Human. I'm sorry for saying that you weren't in chat, but I think you might have skipped out.
He's a first-time chatter.
He is a first-time chatter.
He's human 80% of the time.
I said we're water 80% of the time, so that makes sense.
Yeah, see, I think 20% of the time. You gotta make sure you're watching your chat.
I am watching my chat.
He's breaking up with
He's
you. What
breaking
did you do?
up. I didn't do anything. I didn't make the right choices, and now he's breaking up with me.
You never were good at dating.
I wasn't ever good at dating. This is so... If this is dating, it's dating reduced to 2 choices every, like, hour. Like, if I can't make a 50-50 choice, oh god. I didn't want the bad ending. I wanted the good ending. I wanted to remember everything.
You'll have to play all over
Oh,
again.
no.
Get the good ending.
Do you know how many weeks it took for us to play through this?
Oh.
It took many weeks.
Well.
This is like week 4.
You better keep going. You're gonna have to play again. Only choice.
Oh no.
Gotta get good, gamer girl.
I've thought about it and I think maybe we should break up. No, I don't want to break up with you, Shin. What? Why? It's not like I'm in love with Toma now, you know?
分かってる。でも、俺のこと前と同じように好きになったわけではないだろう。
I know, but you also don't love me the way you did before either, right?
お前さ、今トーマと俺を比べて迷いがないって本当に言う。
No, I don't have any hesitation in comparing the two of you. There's no point in comparing the two of you. Shin, you're my boyfriend. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. Don't leave me, guys. Guys. I don't want to lose Shin. I've developed such a crush on him. I don't want him to talk about us breaking up. Don't say that.
昔の思い出を持ってないお前が公平な状態で俺たちと出会って本当に俺を選ぶのが心
But
配
I did choose you. I was actually really worried that you wouldn't choose me after you met us again with any of your old memories. He and I were on equal ground
前
then.
のお前と付き合ってたからってお前を拘束してんのはずるいんじゃないの
Just because we were going out before doesn't mean I can restrain you like this now. It's not really fair to you or anyone.
好かれてるのもう分かってるだろ
I'm sure you already know that Toma has feelings for you.
言っとくけど諦めるとかじゃ全然ないから一度別れた
Okay. Okay. That's actually kind of sweet. But you gave me such a headache. Oh my god, that was such a nightmare for a second. Shin, you completely destroyed me. Don't do that. You already won me over. I started this game with no memories, and I didn't know who you were, and you won me over anyways. We kissed. You can't take that back. Just putting this out there, this wouldn't mean I'm giving up. I'm saying we should break up so I can win you over again. That's kind of sweet.
縛っててもいい気もしない
It's very stupid, though. It's a very selfish move. He's not even asking us what we want to do. I don't feel right binding you down like this just because you feel guilty or something. I just want to be fair.
その方がお前も納得できるだろう俺もトーマに遠慮しなくて済む
I'm sure you'd feel better with that too, but know that Toma and I won't hold back.
お前絶対また俺を好きになるから
That's not a problem to me. I'll definitely make you fall in love with me again. You have that much confidence?
ないね
Not really.
でも絶対譲らない絶対奪いに行くだから待ってろ
But I won't let anyone else have you. I'll definitely make you mine. So just you wait and brace yourself. I'm already starting to feel like I've been won over.
おい早いな後でまた納得いかなくなっても知らないぞ
Hey, don't get so ahead of yourself. Don't blame me if you start to regret it later on. Okay. Let's unpack that scene a little bit. Shin wants to break up with us because he wants to win us over with the memories that we have now. Not thinking in consideration over the last few weeks, a month, 2 months now, where we've been pretending to be his girlfriend, more or less. We've just remained being his girlfriend, but he continues to win us over anyways, and we still ended up choosing him in the end. So I think his mark to move back away from the relationship to come at it again from a new angle is a little selfish, because like I said, he's not asking me what I want to do. And if I had the choice, I'd say, no, you already won me over, which is kind of what she was saying anyways. But it's a little bit of a selfish move. I would have more been like, hey, do you want to do this kind of thing? Like, I've been thinking a lot about this. I want to do this in this way. I want to win you over naturally, not just because you think you're indebted to me because we were boyfriend girlfriend when you lost your memories. But let me win you over again. That's kind of cute. You can do that while still being our boyfriend. I know you want to make things fair between you and Toma, but you already kind of destroyed a relationship with Toma. Kind of. We still see each other and we talk and stuff, but it's probably not the same anymore at this point, knowing all the things that happened. Especially thinking that there's an ulterior motive to what Toma did when he dropped us and we hit our head. So I don't know. All I know is that Shin is making some pretty high school moves, which is very fair because, again, this was written in 2015, which, if I'd been playing this in 2015, I would have probably just exited high school and this would have totally caught my interest. Because this is how I would have, like, thought as a teenager. I'd been like, oh, that's really sweet. And I still think it's kind of sweet that he wants to do it that way. But I'm also recognizing that he doesn't have to do that. We already chose him. He's just ignoring that fact because he thinks it's unfair, which isn't fair to us and our feelings. So I think he has got nothing to worry about. Okay, then. I'll wait. Come and get me. Yeah, you got it. But don't accept me until you can say you have no trace of regret about us. I don't have any regret with you, Shin. You're my peachy pie. I love you so much. Please, please. Ugh. I hate what he's doing. I hate that he's breaking up with us so that he can win us again. He already won us over. We went through this whole period of us not having memories, and you won us over, and we chose you every time, and we trusted you. And that just makes me feel like all that stuff that we did with him meant nothing. Like, that didn't show him that we trust him and that we love him, kind of thing. I'm a little annoyed at that, but it seems that our character is taking it in stride, so hopefully Shin can bring the game. Bring it, Shin. Thanks. I love you.
だから早いっつこのバカ
I told you not to get so ahead of yourself, idiot. Aww. And we still didn't figure out what was happening with Toma and why he did what he did. I guess we'll never know. I guess the choices I made weren't good enough. So I have no idea. But his route is complete now. We have an album. Gallery. Oh, we missed some images. Yeah, we missed some images. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Shin, Iki, Kent, Toma. Question mark? Question mark? Etc. Oh, these are the in-betweens. These are cute. There's a bunch of them. Oh my gosh, we have another person that we can romance? I don't even know. I have no idea. This romance with Shin was very fun. This scene, view image. This scene was really fun. Oops. Siki. There we go. This scene was really fun where we had them playing air hockey. I liked that scene a lot. That was a really fun scene. That was really fun. He looks really cute here. There's just so many CGs that we didn't get. There's these two, and then there's these three towards the end. I'm assuming they have something to do with Toma. So I don't know. I'm glad we chose Shin. Shin was great. His character was fantastic. I loved rooting for him. He's such an underdog. This was such a straightforward route. We woke up and we like immediately were already boyfriends with Shin. We're boyfriend girlfriend with Shin, and he's kissing us. This was our first CG. He kissed us at the hospital with these cute, adorable pajamas. Look at that, with the little bears. So cute. But yeah, he kissed us at the hospital. So like, I never gave any time for us to doubt Shin. I fell in love with him pretty instantly. Cute. Yeah, like, I fell in love with him pretty instantly. So, there wasn't any room to doubt Shin, which was like half the plot, was whether or not you believe Shin or do you believe somebody else. And I was like, I wonder if we can we go back? Hold on. I want to continue from here. Who do we think it was? Toma. Is that right? What? Just a No way. That's not even. I don't want to think about it. I wonder if this will get us a good ending, actually. We'll skip through this a little bit and see what happens. Maybe this is what we needed. Because I don't think any of the little choices in the beginning meant anything other than choosing Toma or Shin. Yeah. What's up, Shin? It's good to see you again.
今日バイトだよああ今日ももしまだ合宿続くそうだおいもし家に帰ってどうだお前分かってるよ
じゃあとりあえず支度一人
Is there a skip button? Parameters? Oh, hello. The heroine's favor towards the chosen character. How strong your relationship is with him. Suspicion elicited by the heroine's memory loss. We have a lot of suspicion. affection and trust is lower than I thought they would be. Interesting. How do we get out of this? Okay. Let's see. Wow, I can't believe that was the ending that we got. We're gonna stick with that ending. I don't think I'm going to go in for a different ending. I think that's gonna be our ending. So, that was awesome. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to say about this route. Title. I want to say, I'm trying to remember if there's anything else I want to say about this route. This route was just so much fun. Shin was just a classic character. They're like classic tsundere. He was so fun to get to know, to get to love. I love that. I hate the ending that we got because he wants to break up with us and win us over again. Even though I think that's cute, I still just wish that he would recognize all of the trust and affection that we've put towards him. I guess according to the parameters, we didn't have a lot of trust towards him, but I think those are from earlier choices. So maybe I could have been better at the choosing in the beginning, but that's what you get when you get when you get visual novels like this that have choices. Like, you're gonna get a bad end, you're gonna get a good end depending on what you do. So I highly recommend to anybody who wants to play this game and get the good end for Shin, or get a good end for any of the other characters, or a bad end for any of the characters. I don't necessarily think we got a bad end. I think we just got a neutral ending. I think the bad end for this route would have been going with Toma, and really, we never talked about the love triangle between me and Toma and Shin with the other characters. We could have talked about that, and we probably would have, like, gotten some scenes talking about how Toma has feelings for us, something that we didn't want to remember or believe, probably. Even though we know that he has feelings for us at the end. So, I don't know. I think it's really messed up we didn't get that last memory. That kind of sucks. I wish we'd gotten a better ending about that at least, because I kind of want to know more about what happened at the scene of the crime. Even if it was just an accident, which for the first half of the game, we swore up and down it was an accident. So for it to just actually be an accident and have no, like, actual motive behind it is wild. And us just accepting that with our memories not completely put back together, wild. Absolutely wild. I do have to say that I hate that we didn't reclaim all of our memories, particularly because we had to sit around with Orion for even longer, which, oh boy. Can we just talk about how Orion was not my favorite character of this game? He is just like a voice in our head that is constantly talking, constantly explaining things, and constantly dumbing down the information that we get. We'll get information from, like, Shin or something going on from the plot, and then all of a sudden Orion will come in and be like, but do you believe them? But do you really remember it that way? Like, he is just a voice of suspicion the entire time. And he does not want us trusting Shin, which went immediately against my motives, which was trust Shin in everything that he does, because he's our love option, and he's pretty much right about everything. Like, he figured it out before the police could even figure it out. He set up, like, this whole trip so that he could catch the perpetrator in the action. And he caught Toma, and that's so wild. That's still so wild to me. I can't believe it was Toma the entire time. We will come back to playing Amnesia Memories, so don't worry about that. I am going to end the stream for today because I'm still not feeling well. I had to skip stream yesterday, so I'm still not feeling well. So I'm going to end the stream today here, which is fine. We're like an hour and 20 minutes in. So the other routes that we'll play in Amnesia Memories, we will still have Amnesia. We will still have Orion. So if you liked him and you thought he was cute, prepare for more of him and prepare for more of my complaining about him. The other routes include the same characters. Like, here, I'll show you in the album. Gallery. Oh, wait, we can look at the endings. I'll look at the endings real quick. Endings. Good ending, bad ending, normal ending. I will steal you away. Are you free this weekend? I want to see you, that bastard. What is this? Good ending. I love you. I really love you. I made up my mind. I'm sorry for keeping you waiting. You have really bad taste in mind. Did we get a bad end? I'm not the culprit. May you dream forever. Not bad, God. I'll get rid of those who hurt you. I want us to live together. I won't forget you. Isn't it a beautiful night? I'll take you with me. We'll be together forever. Oh, okay. I love you. I really love you. Oh, I guess we got a... Yeah, I got a neutral ending. So, we're fine with that. The other characters, so... Oops, not movies. Let me just show. Iki, so we have Shin, Iki, Kent, and Toma, which we haven't played any of the other routes. I played the Toma route when I tested it, and it looks like I got 2 CGs. Their names are all the same, but the relationships are all different depending on the route that you choose. Obviously, the route that you choose is going to determine which person you romance. Wow, that's wild. But yeah, so each of the stories is like completely different. So next time we play, we'll have a completely different story and it'll be absolutely wild. So I hope you'll stick around for that. I kind of want to play a little bit longer, but I don't really want to. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Amnesia Memories. Hopefully this was as climactic and as fun as you wanted it to be. I could go on about this route and what I would have done differently and all that. Now that we know about the parameters, we'll be checking that more often in the next route so that we can make sure that we get a good ending. Wild. There's this whole love triangle between Shin and Toma and us was just wild. Absolutely fun. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun playing this. I hope you guys had a lot of fun watching this. It's been an amazing experience for me to be able to play this game and play it for you guys and all of us kind of figure out what's going on. The other routes, I don't know if they have any warning content for them. I think Toma's route was a little like, I think it was a little creepy. I think he's not actually our boyfriend or something like that. The other routes can be a little wild. So Shin was definitely probably the easiest route to do. His story was still absolutely crazy, but the other characters, like, there's going to be one of these characters that we just can't trust. And going back to the endings, we can kind of... I'm not the culprit, so that would have been if Shin had been taken in as the culprit. And we ended up with Toma, probably. May you dream forever. Not bad, God. I'll get rid of those who hurt you. I wanted us to live together. I won't forget you. Isn't it a beautiful night? I'll take you with me. We'll be together forever. So, I'm expecting some more wild things to happen in... There's so many bad ends, too. I'm expecting something bad to happen. Or not bad to happen, but I'm expecting something crazy to happen in these other routes. So, we'll get to that when we get to that. There may be... what are they called? Flags? Tags? Just little notes in the VODs channel about on these videos about checking the description and making sure that you are not seeing anything that would be uncomfortable to you. So we'll do that going forward. I'll try to be careful about what happens in this game. But this game is all the way from 2015, so... It is an older game, so things were wild back in 2015. I don't know if y'all remember. If you're not old enough to remember 2015, then you're not old enough to be in my chat. Sorry. But anyways, thank you everybody for joining me for Amnesia Memories. It was very fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun with it. We'll be back playing it next week. Join me Tuesday. We'll be playing Oblivion Remastered. We've been playing that. We started as a sneaky puncher, so that's very fun. We kind of sneak up behind people and then we bash them in the head with our fists. It's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it a lot. We're still trying to do some quests to get back to where we were before we left the original game, because we did start playing the original game before the remaster came out, so I wanted to get us kind of like level wise at least close enough to that. So I've been doing quests that we've already done. I will be playing that on Saturday, I believe. Don't quote me on that. There may be a surprise stream on Saturday for Oblivion Remastered. We may be doing a super surprise stream on Sunday for May the 4th. Gob and I are going to be trying to play some Star Wars stuff, so look forward to that if you're on the Twitch channel and you're hearing all this right now. Thursday is Devil May Cry. We didn't play yesterday, but we will be playing next week, so get excited for Devil May Cry. I'm so bad at it, so come join if you're not frustrated by bad players, honestly. So yeah, and then Friday is Amnesia Memories, and that's our schedule for the week, is Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's my time zone. If you're looking for your time zone, go ahead and check the schedule tab on Twitch, and it will tell you what time zone or what time stream starts in your time zone. And yeah, so if you're on the VODs channel, you're watching this, come join us on the Twitch channel Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. If you're watching this now on Twitch, thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I couldn't do it without you guys. Love you guys so much. Check out the VODs channel. If you're watching this today, go check out the VODs channel. youtube.com/princessevillan VODs. EVILLAN is how you spell Evelyn across all accounts. The VODs channel has lots of videos on it, so I'd highly recommend go checking it out if you're looking for more streams that I've done or you're looking for more games that we've played. Go ahead and check that out. And yeah, so that's it for me today, guys. Thanks for joining me for this little rant that I had. Thanks for joining me for Amnesia Memories. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. I think I'm actually out of words for up one point in my life. So yeah, anyways, I will see you guys later. Thanks, everybody. Have a good dream. Sleep tight.